A very warm good morning to everyone. This is Shruti Anand, journalist at K12 News, and I'm very delighted being present with Ms Rabiah Bhatia. Hello, Rabia. How are you? Very good morning.
Hi Shruti, good morning. How about you?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you so much.
Great.
So, Rabia here is an educationist, a mentor, curriculum creator, an HR professional, and branding and PR expert. So, Rabia, it is a pleasure to have you here, and thank you so much in your contribution to K12 Talks 2020. We are really honored to have you.
Thank you, Shruti. Thank you once again for being making me a part of this, K12 talk shows. I'm feeling good about it that you have given me this opportunity to be on this platform and share my thought process and my views about how we are going to, how we are succeeding in this crisis during the pandemic, be it students, be it teachers, be it educators, be it facilitators, or be it parents. So thank you once again for giving me this platform.
Pleasure is all ours. So, Rabia, what do you think that this lockdown has it has drained people mentally? What about the effects on the children? What is the status of their mental health, and how has that affected them?
Yeah. So Shruti, lockdown. As if we talk about as globally, nobody was prepared for this lockdown. It has come as a crisis to each and every person. If we talk about, be it a parent, be it a professional, be it the corporate sector, be it the education sector, everybody's got affected badly. Every person is going through stress. Every person is going through a lot of depression at times. People are losing out jobs. People are there are schools, there are teachers who have been getting only 50% of the salaries. So now if you talk about the students are actually got affected very badly. Why? Students are not used to stay at home. They want to
Right,
go out, they want to explore, whether it's a primary student, pre-primary, whether it is a toddler, whether it is a middle students, whether it is a senior secondary, higher secondary student, or the college students. Everybody wants to go out, wants to play, wants to spend some time with the friends. If we talk about the toddlers, they want to go to the play schools and want to spend time, want to play there with their friends. However, this lockdown's been like 6 to 8 months. We are all trapped at home. Nobody's going out. We are all suffocated actually. If
right.
now, so the thing is, because of this lockdown, the virtual classes have got started for the students, the digital classes. All people are into online working. Everybody is working from home. Most of the people are, taking the digital, they are getting digital equipped as well. Having said that, as we say, too much of everything is bad, too much of everything is injurious to health. So same applies for this digitally equipped thing as well. When we talk about virtual classes, virtual learning, online classes, it has become it has taken a toll on our health. It has taken a toll on our eyes actually. The students' eyes the vision is getting affected. They were mentally not prepared for this kind of situation, that they would have to stay at home from 24 by 7 for good 8 months. There are students who are worried about their their graduation. They are not getting the admission in the colleges. That most of the government colleges have not started with the admission process. There are private colleges who have started with the online admission process, but still, there is something which is missing in students' life. That physical classroom, physically touch, the personal touch of the teachers, the personal touch of the friends, that is missing, and which is actually affecting the mental health of the students. The students want to explore, they want to go out, they want to do internships outside the online internships have started, no doubt about it, but still that is not sufficient for the students to explore in the industry. There are a lot many things which has to be done physically, and not online is not sufficient. Plus, if you talk about the students who are taking the online classes, for example, primary school students, the middle school students, though virtually they are taking the classes, but that is becoming now monotonous and boring too. Teachers we are still working and getting trained on these digitally apps, but still we are not completely equipped with these digitally apps. So somewhere the classes have become very boring. It is very difficult for the educators to keep that interest of the students for the entire day. Now if we talk about the teachers also, they are also not, they're also work from home and work for home. So they're working for their homes as well, for their family as well as for their students as well. No doubt educators have been taking a lot of stress and lot of pressure and making a lot of effort to make the students motivated, to make the students encouraged about these online classes. However, mentally the students are now very stressed out. If you talk about the toddlers, the play schools are completely closed. How much they can learn at home? They can't. At the end of the day, the caretakers, when they have a caretaker present physically in the play school, then only they learn that kind of their brain gets developed in a proper way, in a right way, in a rapid way, in a much faster way rather than staying at home. And these toddlers cannot have the online classes even. They're not so, I mean, they're very young to have online classes. So
Right.
mentally, so now they are all stuck with their family, they're all stuck with the parents, they don't have anybody else to talk to. How much these toddlers are actually going through a very difficult situation because they don't have any friends to talk to. Nobody can come inside the room because we have to, at the end of the day, we have to take care of their health as well. They are toddlers, they are
Right.
too young, and they're very sensitive, their immune system is too sensitive. So parents have to think about their health as well. At the same point of time, parents are making effort to make them learn something or the other, which is not sufficient at the end of the day. Because at the end of the day, these play schools, these formal schools are made, are have have built up just to make the learning better and to make the learning in a rapid way, in a faster way. Till the time the teachers and students are not having a physical classroom appearance, the students can learn to some extent only. There is a limit which can be done on the online classes. So mental health is getting affected, their eyes are getting affected, their vision is getting affected. At the same point of time, these things are getting physically stressed out. Also their physical health is also getting affected because of that. They're becoming too frustrated now, they're becoming too emotional, too sensitive. And there are students who are just worried about their future as well. So this, yes, pandemic has actually affected very, in a very bad way, in a very negative way, when it comes to the mental health of the students. So we are all praying and hoping that this situation will go away soon. This phase will also pass. This shall also to pass. We as parents, we as educators, we are trying to motivate the students that yes, need not to worry, and we will come out of this situation soon. It's just we can do this much and pray. That's all about it.
Absolutely. And that has been a motto since the very beginning that we are all together in this and we shall overcome, of course.
Absolutely,
The
absolutely.
students, parents, teachers, the educationists, and the principals out there, and our viewers, of course, please understand that we are all together in this. And you people are our true warriors of this K12 community, Rabia.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you, Shruti. Even you, if you talk about yourself, if you talk about any young professional for that matter, we are all trying to cope up with the situation. It's
Right.
just that best way to cope up with the situation is to handhold of each other, keep standing with each other, and just keep encouraging each other. That's the best way to overcome this problem as well.
Absolutely, I do agree with each and every bit of that. So, Rabia, this was about the toddlers and moreover the mental health about of the students. How do you think that the students who are unprivileged or they belong to the NGOs or say the rural areas, the slum areas, what about them? This lockdown is not just for the privileged or for the urban kids. What about
Absolutely,
them?
Shruti. I completely agree to you. And this is the most sensitive part and very close to my heart. I've been associated with 2 to 3 NGOs, and it is becoming very difficult for the learning of those students. Though the teachers have come out with some solutions. For example, they are taking care of the classes, they are taking of their learning through WhatsApp as well. But because these students belong to slum areas, their parents are from very rural background. They have, I mean, they there's if you talk about their daily wages, they are on daily wages actually. And when the work has stopped, they are not even able to earn those daily wages. So how will they spend towards the mobile or the Android phones, or for example the virtual learning or the online classes? They don't have those facilities at all. So I'm totally worried about these students now. It's been 6 months. The students in the rural areas, these underprivileged students, are stuck at their home. They're not able to go out. The only solution to their learning should not stop. It's something called WhatsApp, because not every family has the Android phone. If they have an Android phone, the one person will only have the Android phone. That too, if one parent has the Android phone, there's the possibility that he must be, or he or she must be out for their work, and they come in the evening. Only then the child has access to the Android phone. So what about their studies? What is government doing about their studies? As schools, as educators, maybe a private school owners, maybe private school management, I think we need to hand hold of each other. We need to think about their studies as well. The students of privileged class, or the middle class, or the high class, you know their studies, they are able to take these online classes, but the underprivileged students, their complete studies have almost been stopped. I am worried how will they handle this situation. What about their future? If we talk about
Right.
the students as a whole, the society, it's not only the privileged students, it's about the underprivileged students as well. We need to think about them as well. We need to be together and work something out for these students as well. Maybe elite an entrepreneur or a businessman or the school owners can together work on this something, and they can distribute mobile phones. The mobile phone, how much does an Android phone come out? Hardly the costing is 6,000 per mobile phone. So why can't we work together on this? Why can't we think about a particular solution, a small solution where they can distribute these kind of phones, at least 2 phones to a family, so that the students can have the access to the virtual classes, the online classes, and they can also be a better person, and also they can have a better future. So to be honest, I think government or the school owners or the businessman, they are still not thinking about from that point of view. They are just thinking. To be honest, it can be controversial, Khushi, that I'm talking about all these things, but this issue is very sensitive, and having said that, we can't ignore these students. At the end of the day, they are also the future of a nation. So I think I might request to entire industry leaders, to all the general public, to government people, to government officials as well, to please think about this, to please do something about these students as well, and let's build up a better society. That's all I can request.
So, Rabia, I do understand that this is a problematic situation when it comes to cell phones and everything. But what about the data packs? Even they are not
That's
at
what
all
I'm saying. They are
an
not
easy
able to earn
purchase.
daily wages. They don't have sufficient amount of money as well, where they can go ahead and spend the data package, take the data packages as well. So if at all, to be honest, there are certain NGOs and there are schools as well, who are trying to help some families as well. One of the NGO is associated with, it's called Client. They started with the fundraising activity, wherein whatever the funds they got from the donation from this activity, they distributed those funds into the families, to the accounts of those families whose children are studying in our NGO basically. So at the end of, so that they can at least spend money for the daily necessities of life, and at least they can buy those data packs. At least whatever the learning we are trying to provide to them, the that learning should not stop. I know it is not sufficient enough, but still we are trying to help those families. At the end of the day, we have distributed stationery to them, we have distributed ration to them, and also we have distributed, not, it's not a amount, big amount, but still, at least the daily wage earners who have stopped earning, their work has stopped, and they are suffering because of that. They are not able to take care of the daily necessities of life as well. At least they can take care of those things. It is a very bare minimum amount which we collected, but still we tried our best, and we are still trying, making our efforts to help these families. So I request the entire society to come up, please. If one person can do, I think every person can do a bare minimum amount. Please donate some amount to these NGO students, to these slum area students, so that at least they can go ahead with the daily necessities of life. And I think so if you talk about the data pack, it is not expensive at all. If you talk about, it's hardly 500 rupees per month, and 500 rupees per month, we have the data packs which are like 60 days data packs also, and it is hardly costing 400 rupees. If one
I'm sorry
person,
to interrupt you here, Rabia. I do understand that this data pack may be just 500 rupees a month, but
yeah,
at the same point in time, this is for all. Say, if we have three students in the family,
right,
it is separate to for all of them, and then it is just 1.5 GB or somewhat. When that is not
exactly.
efficient or not sufficient for to attend all the classes.
I
So
agree.
this is the exact problem that
This is the
we
capital.
students are facing.
Absolutely. That is the reason, Shruti, I requested everybody to come up with some solutions. Maybe school owners can distribute at least one mobile phone to the one per family. I think that is not too much, which we are requesting. One mobile phone, I agree, there are families who they can't afford even one mobile phone. So if they have the one mobile phone, the one Android phone as well, at least one child can take the studies, one child can afford the studies, one child can go ahead with the online learning. I'm not saying to go ahead with the YouTube classes, or the classes which are going ahead in on the online classes, but at least they can take the activities through WhatsApp. At least they can do those activities and still learn something. So WhatsApp is I don't think so that we have to spend too much amount on WhatsApp, basically WhatsApp chat basically. So that is the bare minimum which we can at least do for the society students.
Right. I really wish that we could take a step here and
Absolutely. We
help the
have to.
underprivileged
Shruti, we must
kids.
do. We have to. If we keep thinking that no, I cannot do, or that person, let any someone else take an initiative, who will take the initiative? We will keep thinking that, okay, let him take the initiative first, or let her take the initiative first. In that case, nobody would be ready to take the initiative. It
Right.
starts from us, it starts from we actually. So we have
Absolutely.
to. And plus, this thing cannot nobody can force this thing. It has to come from within. If you have a heart to help somebody, obviously you will be able to help. So you need to have that kind of heart, basically. I know
Uh,
everybody is facing this, problems. Everybody is having a financial crisis during this pandemic. But yes, 500 rupees, or for school owners or businessmen, I don't think so. This can be a difficult to spend at least 6 to 7 thousand and distribute the mobile phones. And for example, for that matter, for our government they can distribute the ration to these families. Of course, they can do something for these students as well. They can call those students. They can start some, we have the curriculum running on so many air channels also now. So I think they can at least do something like that also for these students. Start something, classes on the TV itself, and provide one area they can provide something come LCD and LED, and start giving the online classes. So something can be done. I'm sure something can be done. Government can do a lot. Indian government.
Absolutely, Rabia. That is very well said. And I really think that the new education policy that would be coming up would have some of the changes, and it would be in the favor of the underprivileged kids as well, to the rural areas as well. So as for now, I would really like to thank you on behalf of K12 News for your contribution to K12 Talks 2020. We are really honored that you shared your experiences and that you shared your thoughts with us on this platform. It's such a pleasure to connect with you.
Thank you, Shruti. Thank you once again. It was a wonderful to talk to you and to share my thought process. I'm hoping that my views should be, my voice should be raised to all the people, and whosoever is having an access to this talk show and listen to my views on this your K12 News Network. I'm hoping that they should get that kind of heart, and they should get that kind of feeling, and they should be able to help the society. They should be able to help these underprivileged students as well, and we can grow
Absolutely.
together. We can grow together.
Absolutely. I really hope the very same. And we are all together in this. Stay
Absolutely.
strong, people. We'll be right back with another new session and an interesting one as well. So stay tuned. Thank you so much, Rabia. It was such a pleasure and it was such informative. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Shruti. Bye bye. Have a good day. Take care. Bye bye.
You too.